Whew.
They'll let it out.
Let it out, butter. Whew. Hey everybody, you'll have to forgive. It's really hot and we're going to feed the pigs and the goats. Well, Abby's gonna go check on the goats. We have Lacey's pretty anemic, so she's gonna go treat her, and I'm going to feed the pigs. You can hear Suet. So we just kind of want to do like a little vlog of this year's breeding of butter. So this year's our first year having her. We got her in February. She was already bred to a red Angus. That's who we have her heifer calf now, Suet. And so it's time to breed her back. And we've been through what, 2 heat cycles? Now we're on our 3rd with her. And she's just, it was so subtle. And also our tech said that maybe it's the heat. It's been so hot. So she may have even cycled during the night. But the first 2 we kind of caught it more based on her milk production dipped. And this last one, we just totally, I mean, we were looking, we had a production dip, but because we couldn't confirm, we just didn't want to like waste the money and the straw if she wasn't actually cycling. So what we're having to do now is we're actually having to do timed AI. And so what that means is we're using some shots of different hormones and stuff to actually sync up and time and plan her heat cycle. Oh, sorry, it's so hot. Anyways, so like I was saying, we're doing like a timed AI, which just means that we're giving her some different shots and an implant of hormones to get her to cycle, so that we know, okay, she's definitely cycling. It does kind of decrease your chances of conception, but it's kind of all we had to go on right now because we only have her. So usually in cows, the signs for heat are when they start mounting other cows, like jumping up on their backs, then you know they're kind of about to come into heat. And then when they start standing and they're the ones standing to be mounted, that means they're in standing heat and you want to AI within 12 hours or around 12 hours from when you notice that. But because she's by herself and all she has is her calf, she's not really showing any of those behaviors. All we really have to go on is her mooing a little bit and her milk production dropping. So that really led us to some difficulties. You can see she has her cedar in the back. So let me explain this timed AI plan. So at day 1, it's a 10-day protocol. At day 1, you give a GnRH injection. Ours is called Factual, and you implant the cedar, which stands for Controlled Internal or Intravaginal Drug Release Device. It's impregnated with progesterone. So the GnRH causes any follicles to go ahead and release. The progesterone preps the body for pregnancy, and then at the 7-day mark, you pull out the cedar and you give a shot of luteolase, which causes the developed follicles to release and create a corpus luteum on the ovary, and then and you pull the cedar out. So then the body the cow will go into estrus. So within 60 to 66 hours after pulling that cedar and giving the shot of luteolase, you will give another shot of GnRH and will AI. So the tech we're using, she's awesome. She will come out Saturday morning. If we pull it tomorrow evening after 5, she'll come out sometime between 5 and 11 Saturday morning and AI her. And we are just praying that it takes. We are AIing her with a Jersey bull this time. So you can see this is Suet. She is a red Angus heifer, red Angus cross heifer. And I'll put a picture of her. Ooh, tick just fell on my gag. Ah! Sorry, there's a bunch of ticks out here. One fell on my shoulder. And I'll put a picture of him up here. He's massive. That's why she's so big. She's not even 3 months yet. And you can see she's just a behemoth. And she's taking all the milk possible. So we're gonna breed her to a Jersey bull this time. It's unsexed semen, so we don't know that we'll get a heifer. We're obviously praying for a heifer. But if we don't, it'll be fine. He'll be beef. We'll castrate him and he'll be a steer for the freezer. But because we're keeping Suet for next year and she's a heifer, for the future, we're keeping her, she'll be a forever cow with butter for us. Next year will be a little bit easier because they'll probably have more social behaviors that would indicate heat for both of them. So we're really hoping that we don't have to do timed AI next year, mostly just because it decreases chances, and we never really like to use hormones in any animal, especially an animal that we're going to be drinking the milk. But it shouldn't have any effect on her milk. It shouldn't increase any of the hormone stuff in her milk. So anyways, just wanted to show you guys that. We will probably take some videos of us pulling the cedar and giving her GnRH injection tomorrow. And then if our tech is okay with it, hopefully we'll add a video of us AIing her on Saturday morning. And we'll keep y'all updated with the pregnancy, because it's crazy. It's like little steps, little things. But the reason we want it to be successful is because, you know, if she doesn't get pregnant now, it is really, really difficult. It's really difficult to get them to catch once you get past like that 2 to 3 month mark. After they give birth the first time, it's really difficult to get them to catch, and especially once you dry them off. So towards December of this year, we'll dry her off so she has a couple months to rest before next year's lactation cycle. And if it gets to that point and she's not pregnant, it's almost impossible. And also, once we get past July, we're not going to want to breed her, because we don't want to have like a midsummer calf next year. And especially once it gets to fall, we're not going to breed her, because we don't want to get close to having a fall calf, a midsummer or a fall calf next year. Just because especially being a Jersey calf, they're a little more fragile, and we just don't want to deal with that. So I'm almost back to the car. We will see you guys later for when we actually pull the cedar tomorrow. So if you look here, this is actually the cedar that our tech placed. It's like impregnated with progesterone. So that will be pulled next Wednesday. She placed it 2 days ago on Wednesday. So we will pull it Wednesday evening and give her a PG shot, and then our tech will come back out on Saturday morning, I think that is, 60 to 66 hours after, and we'll give her another, I think it's a GnRH shot, and we will then AI, or she will AI. So I'll try to take a video when we pull it out so you can see kind of what it looks like. Ready? Yeah. So this is her cedar. It's really important not to touch this, especially the white part, with your actual hands, because it's straight progesterone, so it will leak into your own system, which is obviously not good. She may try to kick me. Oh, it touched my skin. Anyways, we're fine. So you can see this is the cedar. It's like it's plastic, but it's impregnated with progesterone. But it's shaped a lot like an IUD, obviously bigger than a human one. But it doesn't go intracervical or into the uterus. It just stays in the vaginal canal. So anyways, and it just seeps out that progesterone over the course of, in our case, 7 days. I don't know if they do some differently, but I'm sure she feels a lot better not having that in there, because she's been actually pushing it out. Every day we come and it's like a 1/4 inch. You can actually see where it's got like the poop on it to there. That's about how far it hangs out some days. So she's probably super happy to have this out. Well, this is the Ludolice. So I'm gonna give this IM. Just getting all the air bubbles out. Oh man, she ran out of feed, so she's gonna be mad. Jonathan, don't let Mamie near her face. Okay. Good job, Butter.
Good girl.
Step 1 is over. Now this next part you'll probably like, Butter. So it's day 1 after pulling the cedar. This is the next morning, and giving her the Ludolice shot. So far she's acting normal. No changes in behavior, no changes in her mucus or anything like that. She's just being normal. So we will see how she is tomorrow. It's only been, 12 hours? A little bit more than 12, or maybe 14 hours since we pulled it. So I will update you later or in the morning. We'll see how she's doing. Butter, we got you a snack. So today is day 2 after pulling the cedar. We are gonna AI tomorrow. So far she is more mooey, and there's a lot of discharge stuff happening. So that's a really good sign. I've heard some mixed reviews as to whether or not the cedar protocol actually increases signs of estrus or suppresses the signs of estrus. So I don't really know. She's really so far been very subtle anyways. So, but she's been more mooey today. So anyways, we'll update you tomorrow. the tech is coming out in the morning to give her that last GnRH shot and to AI. So we are pretty excited. I'm trying to get them up so I can put suet up so we can also milk when we come in the morning. Hey Butter, you saw your snack. Is that why you're coming up? You saw your alfalfa cubes. Come on, Suet. Come on, let's go. So we are about to AI and we are really excited. We're just milking and Butter is ready. We've got her factual shot over here and it's ready. So we're just waiting for the tech to get here. We're super excited. Woo! Let it out. Let it out, Butter. So sorry.
There's a sweet old timer who came into ours for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like in and out, 30 seconds. Like, that's good.
Wow. Good job, Butter. She's so cute this morning. Look at her.
Yep, she did really good.
This is the bull that we used. Spring Creek Marlowe Stoney is his name on Select Sires. Here's his numbers and stuff. This is the straw. But anyways, for anybody who's wondering, we can put kind of like a picture of some of his stats up so you can see. Our tech gave us like a choice of 3 that she usually gets, and we just like this one for a lot of his traits. We don't really need something with like super high production. We really just wanted a bull with good metabolic traits, because Jerseys do tend to have some metabolic issues due to many different factors, inbreeding, selecting for high production, all that kind of stuff. And we're not as concerned about getting 7-8 gallons a day. We really just want her to be healthy and not have to put as much grain in her. So this is why we chose Stoney.
I know. Good girl.
Good job. You're all done, Butter. What a good girl.
Heifer baby girl.
Oh, we're praying. We are.
Heifer baby girl.
We are hoping. Sorry, it's really hot and humid and we're sweaty, but the tech just left and we are praying very hard for a heifer calf.
Yes.
We will show you guys a picture of one of the bull's daughters. We used Stoney this time with Select Sires. So we're really excited for maybe a gray calf. We'll see. But we're just praying she doesn't slip it and that she's pregnant. We will test in 30 days?
Yeah.
And 60 days, and then maybe again at 100 days, and just see
what it says.
if it worked. But she did great. I was really impressed with her behavior.
Yeah, me too. She's really good.
And we gave her factual shot, her GnRH shot. So that's kind of the process. And it was super quick.
Yeah, really fast. It's great.
So we'll keep you guys updated.